Let me just pull up my stream on my own phone and make sure that it looks okay. All right, looks pretty good. For some reason, I have my cute little border like background on, like on the screen, but I can't see it like in person. So anyway, I just gamed for like an hour, so I just feel like, you know, a little nighttime stretch, just kind of like stretch everything out. Although I did like, if you saw my last stream, I feel like I like had a good location, like where I was just kind of like laying and like lounging, so it was like a pretty comfy setup instead of just like sitting in my gaming chair. So I thought it was super comfy, at least for like the hour that I played. We'll see like if I play for longer than like an hour, if it's like comfy or not. But anyway, so these shorts, they do have like shorts underneath, so no one panic. Like, sorry, you're not seeing anything cool. It's just my little shorts underneath. These shorts are just like, I don't know, they're like the athletic-y ones with like the flowy side. So just my shorts, nobody panic. But I'm gonna start off with like a little bit of butterfly. Just flap the wings till I become a beautiful butterfly that's flexible. Till I become a beautiful, flexible butterfly is the goal. I feel like every time I do this, I'd feel like I'd like get better, like more flexible, but like every time that I do this, I'm not. I'm not that much more flexible, if at all. I feel like if anything, I've like hurt myself a little bit, like stretching, because I've like forced myself like so much into like, I don't know, I guess maybe I'm like forcing some of these stretches because like this side like really hurts and I don't know why. But we're just gonna like reach, go over to this side. I'm personally grabbing my ankle because I can reach it, but you know, whatever works for you. If you gotta grab like your shin, grab your knee, whatever. And you can face it, face your foot as well. It's out here for like a little bit more of like an intense stretch, or you just do one. Just kind of whatever floats your boat. This is just kind of like your daily reminder to stretch, is really all that this is. But yeah, for me, I don't know. Like, I just feel like this leg is just like so much less flexible. And I don't know if it's because this is like my left hand and like maybe because I'm right handed, like this side's just like less flexible, but like, I don't know. Not as good. And I am going to just like lean over the front here and just really get into this stretch. I feel like my hip is like twisting like towards me because like the stretch is painful. So I'm just going to kind of like force my back hip back down. If that makes sense there. It's like really nice and cool now, so I'm glad that I'm stretching now because I like did a little bit of my like normal trampoline like workout that I do, which I used to stream. I haven't streamed in a while just because like I think just like the sound of the springs was annoying people. But I did that when it was like so hot and I was just like dying. I'm like, why did I do that? I should just waited till later. But I guess it was 7-Eleven day yesterday slash today, 7-Eleven. So I like went to get a Slurpee, and so I'm like, well, I should do my workout before because this is about to like kill me with all this sugar. So I worked out during not the hottest time of the day, but definitely was still warm, and I should have just waited until later. But anyway. Oh, I was gonna try to change up the angle on this, so I'll do that in just a second. Just try to go over to the middle. So I am in a room with a mirror, and I've seen that a lot of the other like streamers that do like stretches, they'll like have it so you can see like the back of them in the mirror also, which I feel like is helpful. So I'm gonna try to change my angle so that you guys can see like the back of me after this. We'll see how that goes. But really, I'm just trying to get like a couple of basic like quick stretches in. And also show you guys kind of just like me taking off my makeup because I put makeup on for you guys. And then, dang, I should have taken my thumbnail photo before this. Oh well. I guess I could take my thumbnail photo quickly here. I'll show you guys like my skincare routine, how I take all this stuff off of my skin. But let me try to do like the different camera angle that like all like the, I feel like I've seen like a lot of streamers do. So we'll see if I can get this so that you can see me like in the mirror back here as well. Oh, this is falling over. Okay. So let's, okay, you can't really see me in the mirror behind me. But if I scoot this a little bit further back, and then if I You still can't really see me in the mirror. Okay, maybe if we angle a little bit here. Okay, yeah, now I have it. Okay. I took physics in high school, believe it or not. So, you'd think I would be able to, like, figure out the angles and reflection and things, but okay, we got it now. The camera angle's like it's a little bit low. So I think I'm gonna get like a touch closer and just move it slightly up. Okay, all right. I think this is a win. I think this is the money shot here. It's like a little bit weird, like with the lighting in the background, but we do the best we can. Now you can see like both sides of the stretch, so super exciting. Yeah, now you guys can see it from like both sides, like what I'm doing. I'm just gonna do like a little bit of the butterfly here, just leaning over the top of it because I think I forgot to do that the first time around. I'm also gonna do like my favorite stretch. So when I used to like do my stretch stream videos, like following a YouTuber, this was like one of the favorite like stretches that I saw from them. So I'm just like putting my ankle on top of my knee and I'm pulling this towards me here. I just feel like this is just like such a good like hip opener stretch. Like just if you're sitting all day, this one is phenomenal. With the other leg, just putting my ankle on top of my knee and pulling it towards me. Thank you for the follow, I think is what that is. Hello, Raul C. All right, this is a good one. All right, back to kind of the normal like leg stretches here. So I'm going to basically make like an L with my legs here. I'm just gonna reach for my front foot. But again, like if you can't reach the front foot, you can always like modify it. You can just like grab your knee or grab your shin or just kind of reach for it. Yeah, I feel like, well, I just gamed for like an hour too, so definitely I feel like stretching helps, but I know I need to get in a better habit of stretching. I'm glad you have a good habit of stretching. I'm just gonna lean over the middle of my foot here. Just really get into this stretch. Every time I do these, I feel like I'm like, wow, I should be getting more flexible, but they all still hurt me every time. I'm also gonna sit on top of my leg here and just reach for the front one. I really like how I finally got this set up. Like with the mirror, because now you can kind of see like both sides of me. This one I feel like I also like, I feel like I'm like falling over when I do this, but oh well. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other leg, just like make the little L shape here and reach for the front of my foot. I started stretching like a month ago and every day I started feeling better. Good for you. I feel like my goal like initially was to stretch every day, but I just have not been doing it daily. I feel like I get like a couple times a week. But yeah, I feel like it's just something we should all be doing every day. We're just not doing enough of it. And I feel like so many injuries could be prevented like with stretching and just we're not doing enough of it. I wish for this one I was able to get like fully like flat on the ground, but like unfortunately my body just does not want to do that. And then this one where I fall over, I think I fall over more like on this leg than the other leg. I don't know why. I also don't even really know if this is a stretch, but I guess it just kind of is more of like a balance check for me. All right, that's pretty good. Facts. Yeah, I know stretching is so good and we're just not doing enough of it. I'm gonna do like a quick little lunge here, just kind of like rocking back and forth in the lunge, I guess, just to like, I don't know, I like feel it like in here, like as I'm like pushing my like front knee like a little bit more forward here also. All right, switch it up here. I'm just kind of like push my knee forward. I know you're not supposed to like have your toes go over your knees, so let me just adjust my foot here a little bit so I'm not injuring my knee. But yeah, I just feel like, oh, I need to stretch more. All right, I'm gonna do like a little bit of like a back stretch here. So I'm just gonna cross my legs here, but you could do this with like your foot like straight in front of you too, either way. But this is something I did learn in like one of the 3 yoga classes I've taken in my life. So I'm gonna pretzel it up and just twist backwards. This is also cracked my back. Like I think the last time I did this, like my back cracked on camera. But I feel like this is really good if your back has not cracked for the day. Other side here. I'm just twisting. I feel like this should be the thumbnail. Alright, and I'm just gonna do a little bit more like yoga type, like just stretches for my back. So just 3 classes. Yeah, I've taken a few. I've taken a few yoga classes, but I don't know. It's just like the classes do get like a bit expensive, like unless you buy like a kind of expensive membership or your gym happens to have them. So I just haven't gone to that many. I'm just kind of alternating, kind of stretching my back here. I've been meaning to go to more. It's just I don't know. I just haven't. I guess I just don't make the time for it. I've also been like, I don't know. I've been like sleeping in later. So then like I end up working later. So then it's like I like don't finish working till like 7. And I'm like, well, there's nothing going on anymore. Just watch YouTube. Easy. Yeah. That's what I should do. That's originally when I started doing stretch videos. Like I would like follow YouTube videos, and I probably should do more of that. Get some inspiration. All right, just kind of looking side to side, stretching my neck out here. And I'm just gonna roll my neck a little bit, just like shoulder to shoulder. I'm not gonna do like a full like circle rotation with my neck, but you definitely could. I just kind of go more like shoulder to shoulder, like back and forth. Do you have any favorite like YouTubers that you like to watch, like their like stretch content or their like yoga content? I'm curious. I followed a couple like the like fitness videos that I do sometimes. Like I've done her like yoga videos, and that's where I got like my like favorite stretch, this one from. It's funny because I was like, the stretch is literally like life changing because like I don't know, it's just like such like a good like I don't know, it just really stretches you out. So I was just like obsessed with that stretch. Now it's become like one of my go-tos, and it doesn't hurt me as much now as it used to, like because I've been doing it. But like when I did it, I'm like, wow, I don't think I've ever stretched in this way. All right, gonna do like a little bit of arm stretch here. I really don't know that many arm stretches, but I feel like the primary thing for me is just like my wrists. I feel like need to be like stretched just because like I type all day for my job. Yoga with Adrienne and Cassandra. Both are amazing and easier to do. Okay, perfect. Yes, I do like easier to do. This is like a good stretch. I saw this I think on like a TikTok or like a Facebook reel or something. But you just like extend your hand and you pull your fingers back, and this is just like such a good wrist stretch. Before, like the extent of my wrist stretching was just like, let's do some wrist circles. But this one I feel like I'm like, wow, I am getting in here with this. I've taken like a couple of yoga classes that I would say they weren't like necessarily hard, like the movements weren't that hard, but you just have to like hold things for like such a long time, and I'm like, well, that hurt after like 2 minutes. So I like easier to do videos. Most certainly. Okay, that was a good wrist stretch. Okay, we'll move on to I guess kind of like the more like basic stretches that we all kind of like did in like PE here. So just simple, just touch my toes, which I thankfully can like touch my toes. I can like decently enough like put my palms flat on the ground, so that's a win for me. But you can always just hang. When did you start streaming on Twitch? I actually originally started back in February, but I didn't really start getting dedicated into it, to like the stretches, until I would say like, not to the stretches, to the stream the streaming and the stretch streams, I would say until like March, April-ish. Because I became an affiliate, I want to say in May. I think it was beginning of May, end of April. So I've been on here for a few months. I've been like taking it seriously for a few months, but I guess it's been like a while that I've been on the platform in general. But ever since I became affiliate, I did try to like post daily, like when I can, like when I'm not on vacation, which I've taken like a fair number of vacations recently, but I typically am not. All right. This is gonna be like a little bit harder to see because you can only see the bottom half of me, but I'm gonna grab my foot here. If you're feeling adventurous or, I don't know, like you have good balance, you can always reach down, touch your foot, and come back up. That was not the most excellent example of that. Let me try it on this foot. The key is to look at something that's not moving. But even that still was not like the best like example of that. I'm gonna bend my knee, straighten my foot here. Just kind of get like the back of like my calf there. That's nice. Be consistent. You will grow for sure. You're easy in front of the camera, not awkward. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm definitely trying to be consistent. I'd also try to like mix up like the content that I do. So if anyone's noticed, I typically do more like kind of like swimsuit content on the weekends, and then during the week, I do just kind of more like makeup, gaming, like stretching stuff. All right. I feel like you can hear like my whole body like snapping and cracking, so my bad. I don't know my personal favorites, so I'm just gonna go up against a wall and just push my toes up against it. It's such a good Achilles stretch because I've hurt my Achilles before. I think I say that like every time when I do this, but I don't know. It's something that like even if I'm gonna go on like a longer walk, I'll just like try to find a wall like real quick and do this just because like it hurts to like inflame your Achilles. I don't know, my body's like snapping so much right now. It's a little bit inconvenient. But okay, I think that's kind of like it for all the stretches I have. I'm trying to like think in my head if I'm missing anything crazy. I guess we'll go through and do like the painful one here. So we're just gonna try to grab both ankles here. Again, I wish I was more flexible. I could just be like those like YouTubers and other individuals that are just like, oh, let's do this stretch, and just like end up like chest down on the ground. But I cannot do that. So we're here just trying to reach for my ankles a little bit here. Oh, I know a stretch that I skipped here. Okay, so I'm going to stick my leg in front of me, and then I'm going to grab my back, like ankle, and just like pull this towards me. Okay, this is kind of rug burning my knee, so I'm not gonna do too much of that. The same thing over on this side. I feel like normally I do it on this mat that I've now removed from underneath me, so that's not great. Oh, you have lots of past streams on like, yeah, so I put some of my content on YouTube, but like I don't put any like bikini content on YouTube, but like pretty much all my like stretches, except for like the swimsuit stretches, are like on YouTube, and then they're all like pretty much saved in Twitch also. So good collection to like look back on. All right. And then I guess just to kind of like finish this out, because I feel like we just kind of like opened up everything and we were stretching. This is, I feel like my like closing stretch is just reaching for both of my feet together. Just because then I kind of feel like, okay, we're just kind of like closing everything and back up. You could also end this with kind of like a fun little like a little self hug. And then just like rolling up too. So, all right. Oh, my hair. Okay, so those are my stretches. We're now going to transition over to like a little bit of skincare / me like taking all this makeup off. But first, I'm going to try to take a quick little photo, my little thumbnail photo, just before I take off my face. So chill out for just one sec. Okay, let me turn off the self timer. Okay, here we go. Okay, now you were all there when I took the thumbnail, so you won't be surprised when you see it. Okay, I am going to, now we're going to switch locations and we're going to do a little bit of skincare. All right, location change here. Oh no, it's my, I try to have like thumbnail photos on all my VODs and like my YouTube videos. It's just like a quick little like preview to entice people to watch, I guess. Okay, so did all this for all of you. I'm gonna take it all off. I actually am not on Instagram, which is, I feel like kind of unbelievable for like a young woman, but like, I don't know, I just never got into it. I'm just like, I'm too busy, I get too distracted, and I just never got one. All right. So normally I'd use like a little makeup wipe to take off the eye part and like the lip part, but ran out of those. We're just gonna go in with my little cleanser here, do like a couple pumps of this, which I'm running out of. This is the Shiseido Perfect Cleansing Oil here. And I'm gonna just kind of start taking off the face. What is your username? I'm just gonna call you B. It's going well. I hope you're also doing well. Yeah, there's like a little wireless mic. Well, like sort of. It, like I have to plug it into my iPad, but yeah, it's like wireless. It has no wires, but like I do have to plug it in. It's not like a Bluetooth one. So it does have like a little plug-in that I can plug into like my computer or my phone or my iPad in this case. Because I've tried to stream from my laptop, but it just does not turn out that well because I have a MacBook Air, which just like, I don't know, just like its performance capabilities are not that good. So it just cannot handle streaming. So I'm streaming from my iPad. I am getting this a little bit wet because I obviously did not take off all of my makeup with just the cleanser here. That's pretty decent. Usually wireless mics are iffy. Yeah, this one's not bad. It had like pretty good reviews on Amazon, and no one so far has said your mic is terrible. I know it's like slightly off from like the visuals, but I don't think that's necessarily the mic's fault. I think it's just like my internet and streaming and I don't know. But this is actually a pretty decent mic. I don't remember what it was called, but it has like little like plugins that you can plug into your iPad and your phone and your computer. So it's pretty decent. It's from Amazon, so it's just probably the most popular thing that's on there. Okay, I feel like my face is like decently cleaned off here. I think it's as good as it's gonna get. I have like a wired microphone too, like a little pink one that changes color. But I just haven't like streamed anything in a while where I've been like sitting in front of the computer like with it plugged in. I feel like a lot of my content's like I'm on the go, or like I'm like, I don't know, like I'm stretching somewhere else, or I'm in the sun somewhere else, or I'm like usually in this bathroom. So I don't know. I've been using this like fairly often. It hasn't been too bad yet. I just have to remember to charge it because I think it like only has like 2 hours of charge on it at a time, but I'm not doing like 8-hour streams yet, so it's been pretty good. All right, I feel like the face is sufficiently cleaned. These are like the e.l.f. like cheaper version of like the, I think they're called face halos. Like they're just like with these little reusable pads that you can take off your makeup or like apply products with. But I like them because they're reusable. I can just throw them in the washer, and I haven't had like really any problems with like this like rubbing off onto my clothes. Like all of a sudden my clothes will have makeup on or anything. So just save the planet, save some money, and you know, reusable. So I'm pretty happy with them. Continuing on to like the train of things that I have that are reusable, I have these little reusable cotton pads also. think these are from Kitsch. And they come with like a little bag you can wash them all into in the washer just so they don't get lost. But I think I lost the bag because I just never used it. So that's okay. I'm now just dabbing on my face a little bit of the COSRX AHA BHA clarifying treatment toner. This is just to help my skin like exfoliate and like turn over faster. Because you can see I don't know if I cut my forehead or if this is like acne, but we have that wonderful thing going on right now. So hopefully just my skin turns over quickly here with all of this. This is also like the same stuff. I don't know if it's the same potency, but the same stuff as what's in like the Ordinary product that everyone was trying to get their hands on during COVID. Is like the AHA BHA thing that everyone was trying to get. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of lash stuff. So this is the Grande. This is from like the brand like Grande Lash. I think is what the brand is. I think it's called Grande Cosmetics is the brand. So I'm gonna go in with the Grande Repair Leave-In Lash Conditioner. And it's kind of just a little, just kind of like a little mascara that I just kind of put on my eyes. And you can use this like day and night as like a little like lash mascara primer, or just as like instead of mascara on your lashes. But stuff's a little pricey, so we only use it at night. But it does have like the little mascara brush on it. My skin violently hates me ever since I switched to a high protein diet. Oh no. I unfortunately have no advice on that because I am not on a high protein diet, but I don't know, hopefully your body will kind of like figure it out like eventually, like especially once you've been on it for a while. Just because, I don't know, your skin can get used to stuff like, they're like, oh, if you always use like the same products, like eventually your skin will get used to them. They're not as effective. So it's probably the same thing there. Is like if you keep up on this like high protein diet, I think your skin will eventually just be like, this is the new norm and I need to like calm down. I did just go in with a little bit of the Lavish Lash eyebrow and lash serum. I think this is also from Amazon. This lasted me forever. I'm going to go with another little Grande product. So this is the Lash Enhancing Serum. When I was working at a makeup store, this is one of the things that got stolen the most. So, of course, I had to buy it. I paid for it. I didn't steal it because I'm like, wow, if this is so good that everyone wants to steal it, I have to find out. And it's actually pretty decent. I feel like I occasionally do my own lash extensions, which I haven't in a while. It just kind of repairs them. It's a sacrifice I make for the booty gains. Love it. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Alright, I'm now going to go in with, where did I put it? I'm going to go with a little bit of my Differin gel just so that my skin will also turn over a little bit faster and things. This is one of the only things that's like worked for my acne because I'm allergic to a lot of the stuff that's in most acne meds. So the Differin has been the like difference for me, like no pun intended, but I find that it's actually good for adult acne. And it's like, I think it's like newer on the market, so it like wasn't around when I had like really, really bad acne. So like I can't say like, oh, it solved all my skin issues. Like some of them just got solved with age, but this Differin it's worked for me. It's worth a shot. Like if you've tried a lot of other acne products and you haven't found one that works for you, this one's pretty good. I'm gonna go in here with a little bit of the CeraVe Resurfacing Retinol here. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm just kind of making this routine up as I go. Like I have like a bunch of products, but I don't necessarily like, I don't know, like I'll normally put like a couple on and I'm like, okay, that's good, that's a routine. I am putting the retinol on my forehead and my neck just so that I don't get wrinkly. Because I also saw you gotta make sure you put your skincare on your neck and your chest because you don't want to get wrinkled there either. Because you don't want to be like, I work so hard to make my face wrinkle free, and then like your neck's all wrinkly and it's like, dead giveaway. And then I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of moisture because I learned that like one of the tricks to acne is like your skin breaks out all the time because it's like it thinks it's lacking in oils because you're like stripping them, you're using so many drying products on them. So like the thing you can do to help get rid of acne is like moisturizing your skin, which is like kind of like counterintuitive sounding, but I've been trying to do more of that. So this is my favorite Lazy Girl product. This is the My Clarins. Oh my gosh, I just got it like in my mouth. This is the My Clarins Refresh Hydrating Beauty Mist. I almost just tried to read like the French. I was like, what is this product? But this is a hydrating beauty mist. It's basically just like a spray-on lotion for your face. But I like it. It's got coconut water, rubina flower water, and extracts of alpenrose fig and acerola seed. I don't know what any of those mean, but I love that I can just spray it on and I'm done because life is too short. So I've got all that. If you're feeling fancy, I do have like a couple of tools, so you know you can always just jade roll your face, get all the products really in there. I don't typically do this, but it is warm, so it does feel kind of nice on my face with this cool jade roller. This is definitely something I got off Shein for like $1, so don't hate. But it is like dual ended, so it does have like a little piece, like the smaller one that you can go in with your eye here as well if you want. But again, I don't normally do this, but definitely if you're dedicated to the skin or you just kind of want to do something fun, it also just feels really nice. It's like people have like ice rollers, like where they just like have these rolls of ice they just like roll on their face as like a beauty tool, which is beautiful if you work somewhere or you like live and work somewhere like very hot. That would be ideal. But for me, again, kind of like a lazy girl, so I'm not doing that. And then this is also just one of these like other little like shape tools you can like, I guess it helps make your double chin go away allegedly, but I think there's probably more to it than just doing this, but it feels kind of nice. So I think that's everything that I plan to do to my skin tonight. Just gonna take like my little vitamins. I did get these, so I literally bought like a $3 item, and then like I went to pick up my order at Walmart, and then I looked in my car when I was done, and I got these vitamins instead of like the $3 product I wanted. And like, if anyone knows about vitamins, this is like a like 12 or like $15 like bottle of vitamins. So I'm like, I'm not taking it back. I'm keeping these vitamins. So I'm gonna do like a little bit of like B12 because it's also to help keep you skinny. Is like what I heard. Like people who do like B12 injections, like they get like super skinny from it. So we'll see if my little like free B12 vitamins help out. So pretty hyped on those. My grandma always said massaging your face helps against wrinkles. She had the wrinkliest face ever. Oh god, maybe I should stop massaging my face. I'm just gonna like wake up and I'm gonna look like a pug. I'm like, wow, shouldn't have massaged my face so much, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes for me. But that's kind of it. I keep it relatively simple. I did a couple extra steps for you guys just to keep it a little bit fancy, a little bit more exciting. But usually I just put like 1 or 2 products on my face and I kind of call it good. But this is what my face looks like normally. But thank you all for hanging out with me this evening. I guess it's like almost morning now. This evening, night with me. Doing the long-term study for us. Yeah. But thank you all for hanging out. If you're not already, I'd appreciate the follow. Just lets me know you were here. Lets me know that you think my content was like good or okay. But appreciate all of you for hanging out with me. I do try to stream daily, so I will hopefully see you in my stream tomorrow. Have a good rest of your night, everyone. Good to have met you as well. Bye.